Hi friends, welcome to all. In this video we are going to see the lab activity Troubleshooting IPv4 and IPv6 static routes. Friends, before coming to this lab activity, if you are watching my channel first time or not yet subscribed, you can subscribe this channel so that you will get latest uploading video info directly into your Gmail. Right, coming back to our lab activity, here we can see our topology. And here we can see addressing table and also objectives. So we will go through the objectives. In part 1, build the network and configure basic device settings. In part 2, troubleshoot static routes in an IPv4 network. And in part 3, troubleshoot static routes in an IPv6 network. Also, we will go through the background. As a network administrator, we must be able to configure routing of traffic using static routes. Understanding how to configure and to troubleshoot static routing is a requirement. Static routes are commonly used for stub networks and default routes. Our company's ISP has hired you to troubleshoot connectivity issues on the network. We will have access to the HQ, branch and the ISP routers. In this lab, we will begin by loading configuration scripts on each of the routers. These scripts contain errors that will prevent end-to-end communication across the network. We will need to troubleshoot each router to determine the configuration errors and then use the appropriate commands to correct the configurations. When you have corrected all of the configuration errors, the hosts on the network should be able to communicate with each other. Here we can see the required resources for this lab activity. We required 3 1941 routers, then 2 2960 switches, 3 PCs, then all the Ethernet and serial cables. Coming to part 1, build the network and configure basic device settings. In part 1, we will set up the network topology and to configure the routers and switches with some basic settings such as passwords and IP addresses. Preset configurations are also provided for you for the initial router configurations. We will also configure the IP settings for the PCs in the topology. Coming to step 1, cable the network as shown in the topology. Attach the devices as shown in the topology diagram and cable as necessary. Then in step 2, initialize and reload the routers and switches. So we are going to build and cable this topology given here on the Cisco packet tracer. Here we required 3 routers, 1941, here is that, and we required 2 switches, 2960 switches, here is that, also entity devices, PC. Also we required a server here. Now we are going to rename these devices as per our topology on the lab activity. This is PC-A. This is S1. This router is HQ. And here we have ISP. This is branch. Here we have the server. Web server, and here is S3. And here we have PC-C. Now we are going to connect these devices. Here we are going to select copper straight through from S1 fast Ethernet 0/6 to this PC-A, F0/5 to G0/1 on HQ, then from branch fast G0/1 to fast Ethernet 0/5, then from F0/18 to this PC-C. Now we have to connect this ISP to web server. Here we will use a copper crossover. G0/0 to this web server, And now we are going to connect a serial. Here we cannot see serial port, so we have to add a serial port here. So coming to HQ, we have to switch it off. Then we have to select this module. Here we can see it's 2-port serial high-speed WAN interface card. We are going to add this module. Then we are going to switch it on. Then coming to ISP, switch it off. We are going to add this WAN interface card. And coming to branch, put it off. Then put it on. Now we are going to select here connection serial DCE. Then from branch, here we can see here it's DCE. So we are going to start from branch serial 0/0/0 to serial 0/0/1. Then from serial 0/0/0 to serial 0/0/0. Now we are going to label this port info as per our topology, so that it will be more easy for the identification. So here we can see this is F0/6. Here F0/5. Here is G0/1. Here we have a serial 0/0/0. Here also we have serial 0/0/0. Here also we have serial 0/0/0, and this is a DCE. We'll specify that here itself. And this is serial 0/0/1. And this side also it's DCE. Correct. And this is G0/0. Here we have G0/1. Here we have F0/5. And here we have F0/18. Coming to step 3, configure basic settings for each router. A. Disable DNS lookup. B. Configure a device name as shown in the topology. C. Assign class as the privileged exit mode password. D. Assign Cisco as the console and VTY passwords. Then E. Configure logging synchronous to prevent console messages from interrupting command entry. So we are going to do these basic settings on each router, so HQ, ISP and branch. First of all, we will do it on HQ. CLI. Now enable configure terminal. Here we are going to set the host name as HQ. Now we are going to disable DNS lookup. Now IP domain lookup. Also we will enable secret as class. Now we will go to line console 0 and we will set the password as Cisco. Login also we will give logging synchronous. And coming to line VTY 0 to 15, password as Cisco, login. Copy running config, startup config. Here are these basic settings. I am doing little faster because these basic settings we have we have seen many times. Now we will do it on ISP. CLI. No. Enable configure terminal, hostname as ISP. Now IP domain lookup. Enable secret as class. Now we will go to line console 0. password as Cisco, login also logging synchronous. Now we will go to line VTY 0 to 15, password as Cisco, login, copy running config, startup config. Now we will do it on the router branch. No, enable configure terminal, hostname as branch. Now we are going to disable DNS lookup. Now IP domain lookup, enable secret as class, line console 0, password as Cisco, login also logging synchronous. Coming to line VTY 0 to 15, password as Cisco, login, copy running config, startup config. Coming to step 4, configure a host and a web server. A. Configure IP addresses for IPv4 and IPv6. B. Configure IPv4 default gateway. Coming to our addressing table, we can see the details of these devices, PC-A web server as well as PC-C. Here we can see the IP address and the default gateway. First of all, we will do it on PC-A. Coming to PC-A, desktop IP configuration. Here we can see PC-A, here we can see IPv4 address. We'll copy this address. And here we can see the prefix length /25. So here we are going to give a 255.255.255.128. Also we have to get the default gateway. Here we can see that. We'll copy it. Right. Now here we can see IPv6 address. Here is that. We will copy this address. And here is prefix /64. And here we can see IPv6 gateway. Right here. Now we will do it on our web server. Desktop IP configuration. Here we can see IPv4 address, and here we can see the prefix length is /24. So we have to change the subnet mask here to 55.0, and here we can see the default gateway. And now coming to IPv6 address. Here is that. We will copy this address, and the prefix is /64. And now we have to get IPv6 gateway. Here is that. Now we will do it on PC-C. Coming to desktop IP configuration, and here is IPv4 address. And here we can see the prefix length is /24. Here is the default subnet mask, and here is the default gateway. Also we have to get the IPv6 address, and the prefix is /64. Here is the gateway. Now we will come to step 5, load router configurations. So here they given the router configurations. Here we can see router HQ, then router ISP, also router branch. So we will copy these configurations to a notepad. Here also some more lines. So this is router HQ. and here we can see router ISP. Also here we can see a router branch. Now we are going to load these configurations onto these routers. First of all, we will load it on the first router HQ. Here we can see the configurations. We will copy these commands. Right, coming to HQ, password is Cisco, enable password is class, configure terminal, and here we are going to paste the command. Right, copy running config, startup config. Now we will get the configurations for router ISP till here. Coming to ISP, password is Cisco, enable password is class, configure terminal, and here we are going to copy those commands. Copy running config, startup config. And coming to router branch, coming to branch router, password is Cisco, enable password is class, configure terminal, and here are the commands. Copy running config, startup config. Coming to part 2, troubleshoot static routes in an IPv4 network. Here we can see IPv4 addressing table. Coming to step 1, troubleshoot the HQ router. The HQ router is the link between the ISP router and the branch router. Here we can see that HQ and branch. The ISP router represents the outside network, while the branch router represents the corporate network. The HQ router is configured with static routes to ISP and to branch networks. Coming to A, display the status of the interfaces on HQ. Enter show IP interface brief command. Record and resolve any issues as necessary. Coming to our router HQ. Here we are going to give the show command to show IP interface brief, and here we can see the output. Here we can see a gigabit ethernet 0/1. Here is the IP address. Okay, method manual status. Here we can see it's administratively down. Also we can see protocol also down. Serial 0/0/0. Here we can see the IP address. Status is okay. Protocol is also okay. Coming to serial 0/0/1. Here we can see the IP address. So these informations we can see in our addressing table. Here is that. Serial 0/0/0 on HQ. 10.1.1.2, it's correct. Serial 0/0/1 0.253. So here we have to bring this interface, that is gigabit ethernet 0/1 up. Now it's administratively down. For that we have to go to that particular interface, configure terminal, interface gigabit ethernet 0/1, and here we are going to give the command no shutdown. And here we can see now interface G0/1 changed state to up. So we can verify that. Yes, it's up. Protocol also up. Coming to B, ping from HQ router to branch router with this IP address. We will copy this address. Where the ping successful, we will check that. Coming to HQ, and we will ping to branch router. We are waiting for the reply. No, it's not successful. Here we can see success rate is 0%. So here it's no. Coming to C, ping from HQ router to ISP router. Here we can see the address. We will copy this address. Where the ping successful, we will check that. Coming to HQ, and we will ping to ISP. Here is the IP address. Here we can see success rate is 100%. It's successful. Where the ping successful? Yes. Coming to D, ping from PC-A to the default gateway. Where the ping successful? We have to check that. So coming to PC-A, command prompt, and to here we are going to give ipconfig. Oops. So ipconfig, and here we can see default gateway address. We will copy this address and we will ping to this gateway. Here we can see we are getting the reply. So were the ping successful? Yes. Now ping from PC-A to PC-C. Were the ping successful? First of all, we will get the IP address of PC-C. Here is that. Coming back to PC-A, command prompt, ping to PC-C. Here we can see destination host unreachable. We are not getting the reply. So were the ping successful? No. Coming to F, ping from PC-A to web server. Were the ping successful? We have to check that. First of all, we will get the IP address of this web server. Here is that. Coming to PC-A, command prompt, ping to our web server. We are waiting for the reply. Request timed out. Request timed out. No, it's not successful. So were the ping successful? No. Coming to G, display the routing table on HQ. What non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table? Before coming to that show command on this router HQ, we can see here the remote networks for this router HQ are. We can see here one which is connected to G0/0 on ISP. Also this network which is connected to the interface G0/1 on branch. Coming to the router HQ, here we are going to give that show command. Password Cisco, enable password class. Here we are going to give a show IP route, and here we can see the details. Here we can see only one route with a yes. We are going to see that. Here is that. We will copy this static route, and here is that. So this network we can see on our top this Cisco packet tracer 172.16.3.0. That means this network which is connected to G0/0 on this router ISP. Here we can see this network is not listed in our routing table. Coming to H, based on the results of the pings, routing table output, and static routes in the running configuration, what can you conclude about network connectivity? Here we have seen when we ping from PC-A to PC-C is failed. So obviously the reason is there is no route on this router HQ to this remote network. Also we have seen from PC-A to this web server also failed. And here we have seen a non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table that was this network, but still it failed because we have to check the configuration on the router ISP. So this ISP should know this non-directly connected route of this network, which is connected to G0/1 on HQ. Coming to I, what commands, if any, need to be entered to resolve routing issues? Record the commands. So here we can use show running config command. So coming to our router HQ, password is Cisco, enable password is class. Here we are going to give show running config and we will verify the details. Here we can see the interface G0/1, it's IP address, serial 0/0/0, serial 0/0/1. Here we can see the static route, IP route 172.16.3.0 network. So that means this network which is connected to G0/0 on ISP. And here we can see the subnet mask. Also here we can see the next hop address. So for this HQ to this network, next hop address is the IP address of this interface serial 0/0/0 on ISP. So we have to check the IP address of that interface on ISP serial 0/0/0. Here we can see 10.1.1.1. It's correct. Yes. Next route, IP route 192.168.1.0. That means this network which is connected to the interface G0/1 on the router branch. And here we can see the subnet mask. Right. And here we can see the next hop address 192.168. Oh, it's 16. There is no 168. Anyway, we have to check that. From this HQ, the next hop address will be to this network is the IP address of this interface serial 0/0/0 on branch. So we have to check that IP address. Branch serial 0/0/0. Here we can see that it's 192.168.0.254. So here we can see that second octet is incorrect. Here they given 16 instead of 168. So we have to reconfigure this IP route on this HQ. Coming to that configurations, before that we will copy this line because we have to remove this static route and we have to add it correctly. Configure terminal, and here we are going to give the no command, then that line. Now we are going to add it correctly. We have to remove this no, and here we are going to give network subnet mask, and here we are going to change 192.168. we are going to add this 8 here, .0.254. show running config, and we can verify that. Now it's correct. Coming to J, repeat any of the steps from B to F to verify whether the problems have been resolved. Record your observations and possible next steps in troubleshooting connectivity. So here almost all possibilities we have done, and now we will go to the next step. Now we will come to step 2, troubleshoot the ISP router. For the ISP router, there should be a route to HQ and branch routers. One static route is configured on ISP router to reach the 192.168.1.0/24, 192.168.0.0/25, and 192.168.0.252/30 networks. Display the status of interfaces on ISP. Enter show IP interface brief. Record and resolve any issues as necessary. Coming to the router ISP. Password Cisco, enable password class, show IP interface brief, and here we can see the details. Coming to our addressing table, here we can see ISP interface G0/0. Here we can see that it's 172.16.3.11. Here we can see that, but it's actually the IP address should be 172.16.3.1. Here we can see they configured the IP address incorrectly for this interface G0/0. Also, we can see the interface serial 0/0/0 10.1.1.1. It's correct. So we have to reconfigure the IP address of this interface G0/0. So we have to do that now. Configure terminal. We will go to the interface G0/0 and we will give a no IP address and we will set the IP address correctly. 172.16.3.1. Then the subnet mask. Here we can see that it's a 255.255.255.0. Copy running config, startup config. Coming to B, ping from the ISP router to the HQ router. Here is the IP address. We will copy this. Where the ping successful, we have to check that. Coming to ISP, ping to HQ. Here we can see success rate is 100%. It's successful. So where the ping successful? Yes. Now ping from a web server to the default gateway. Where the ping successful? We will check that. Coming to web server, command prompt, and here we will give IP config, and here is a default gateway, and we will ping to this default gateway. Here we can see we are getting the replay. It succeeded. So here where the ping successful? Yes. Coming to D, ping from web server to PC-A. Where the ping successful? We will check that. First of all, we will get the IP address of PC-A. Here is that. And coming to web server, command prompt, ping to PC-A. Here we can see destination host unreachable. So where the ping successful? No. Next is a ping from web server to PC-C. Where the ping successful? We have to check that. Before that, we will get the IP address of PC-C. Here is that. Coming back to web server, command prompt, ping to PC-C. Here is the IP address, and we are waiting for the replay. Request timed out. No, we are not getting the replay. So where the ping successful? No. Coming to F, display the routing table on ISP. What non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table? We have to check that. So coming to the router ISP, here we are going to give the command to show IP route, and here we can see the static route. Based on the results of the pings, routing table output, and static routes in the running configuration, what can you conclude about network connectivity? So here while pinging, we have seen from web server to this PC-A, it was not successful. Also from a web server to this PC-C also failed. Hence from this web server to this PC-A, we have to verify this static route what they given, because in the beginning itself clearly they told there should be a route, a single route they given to HQ and to branch. So to this HQ as well as to this branch, one static route is configured on ISP router to reach the 192.168.1.0/24. then 0.0/25, also 0.252/30 networks. So we have to check the summarized route for these networks. Coming to H, what commands, if any, need to be entered to resolve routing issues? Record the commands. So here they given a hint. This is regarding the summarized route. Only requires one summarized route to the company's network from these networks. So we have to find out the summarized route from these networks. Coming to the summarization, here we can see those networks 1.0, 0.0 and 0.252. Here these networks we have done in binary. Here we can see that 192.168, then this one we return with the 8 bits, then the zeros, and here we can see 0.0, also 0.252. Here we can see that. And while summarizing, here we can see 192 no change, 168 as it is, then 000 we can see as it is. So the first 7 bit in this third octet we can see everything same. So we put all the 7 zeros. But in the 8th octet, in this 8th bit in this third octet, we can see here is 100. So here the bits changed. So we put after this everything 0. And then we have to count these common bits. Here we can see this is the first octet, so this is 8 bit. Again we can see the second octet, 8 bit, so 8 plus 8 is 16. Then here we have 7 bits, so we get 16 plus 7, that is 23. So here we can see the summarized route 192.168.0.0/23. Now we will come to the router ISP and we will verify that static route what they given. Enable password is class, show running config, and here we will verify this. Here we can see the IP route what they given, and before that here we can see the next hop address 10.1.1.2. we will verify that. Here the next hop address for this ISP for these routes will be the IP address of this interface serial 0/0/0 on HQ. So we have to get the IP address of this interface serial 0/0/0. Here on this pop-up we can see 10.1.1.2. It's correct. Now we have to check this summarized route. Coming to our notepad, here we can see that it should be 192.168.0.0/23. Here we can see they configured incorrectly. They configured 1.0. Also here we can see they given the prefix as /24, but it should be /23. So we have to remove this static route and we have to configure correctly. We will copy this command then we will remove this static route, configure terminal, no, then this command IP route, yes, and now we are going to add it correctly. We have to remove this no here, then IP route, network is 192.168.0.0. Also the subnet mask 255.255. It's 254.0. Then the next hop address, it's correct. Copy running config, startup config, and we will verify that. Show running config. Yes, it's changed. Coming to I, repeat any of the steps from B to E to verify whether the problems have been resolved. Record your observations and possible next steps in troubleshooting connectivity. So what we will do, we will ping from this web server to PCA because we corrected HQ as well as ISP. We will get the IP address of PC-A. Here is that. And we will ping from web server to PC-A. Ping to PC-A. Here is the address. Here we can see now we are getting the replay. Also we will try from web server to this PC-C. ping to PC-C, here is the address. Request timed out. No, we are not getting the replay because we have to check, we have to verify this router branch also. Now we will come to step 3, troubleshoot the branch router. For the branch router, a default route is set to reach the rest of the network and ISP. Display the status of the interfaces on branch, enter show IP interface brief, record and resolve any issues as necessary. Coming to the router branch, CLI, password is Cisco, enable password is class, show IP interface brief, and here we can see the details. Here we have to get the addressing table. Branch, here we can see that G0/1, it's 192.168.1.1, it's correct. Coming to serial 0/0/0, here we can see that it's 192.168.0.254. Here we can see here the IP address they configured incorrectly, 0.249. So here they given 254. So we have to correct this. Now we will go to that interface, serial 0/0/0, and we will remove the IP address. No IP address, and we will give the correct IP address for this interface. Here is that. The subnet mask 255.255.255.252. Copy running config, startup config. Coming to B, ping from the branch router to the HQ router. Here is the IP address. We will copy that. Where the ping successful, we will check that from branch to HQ. Ping to HQ. Here we can see success rate is 100%. Where the ping successful, yes. Ping from PC-C to the default gateway, where the ping successful. Coming to PC-C command prompt. Here we will give IP config, and here we can see the default gateway. We will copy this address to ping. Ping to the default gateway. Here we are getting the replay. So where the ping successful, yes. Coming to D, ping from PC-C to PC-A, where the ping successful. First of all, we will get the IP address of PC-A. Here is that. We will copy this address. Coming back to PC-C. Ping to PC-A. Destination host unreachable. So were the ping successful? No. Coming to E, ping from PC-C to web server. Where the ping successful, we have to check that. We will get the IP address of web server. Here is that. Coming back to PC-C command prompt. Ping to our web server. Here is the IP address. Destination host unreachable. So were the ping successful? No. Coming to F, display the routing table on branch. What non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table? So here in the beginning they told for the branch router, a default route is set to reach the rest of the network and ISP. Right, so we have to check that. Coming to the branch, show IP route. And here we can see gateway of last resort is not set. So we will give a show running config also. But here we can see the IP route command. Coming to G, based on the results of the pings routing table output and static routes in the running configuration, What can you conclude about network connectivity? So here we have seen this PC-C unable to ping to web server as well as PC-A. So obviously there is a mistake in the configuration of this static default route. We have to verify that. Coming to it, what commands, if any, need to be entered to resolve routing issues? Record the commands. Here already we given the show running config command, and here we have seen the default route. Here we can see IP route, the network address, and the subnet to mask. It's correct. We have to verify only this next to hop address, because remaining everything is correct. Coming to our topology, for this router branch, the next hop address will be, the next hop address for these non-directly connected networks will be the IP address of this interface serial 0/0/1 on this router HQ. So we have to check the IP address of this interface. Coming to our addressing table, HQ serial 0/0/, yes, it's on. Here we can see that interface serial 0/0/1. Here we can see the IP address 192.168.0.253. So this is the next hop address. We will check that. Here we can see they configured incorrectly, so we have to change this next hop address here. For that we have to remove this static route. We will copy this line, configure terminal, no, then the copied line. Here is that. Then we will give the correct line here. We'll remove this no. Then we have to remove this next hop address, and we will give the correct address. Here is that. IP address of serial 0/0/1 on the device HQ. We will paste it here. Show running config. Here we can see that. Also we will give a show IP route, and we will verify the routing table. Gateway of last resort is 192.168.0.253 to network to all the networks. Here we can see the line, static default route. Coming to I, repeat any of the steps from B to E to verify whether the problems have been resolved. Record your observations and possible next steps in troubleshooting connectivity. So now we will try to ping from this PC-C to this PC-A as well as web server. Coming to PC-C, command prompt. Here we can see the IP address 172.16.3.3. This is the IP address of our web server. Here we can see now we are getting the replay. Now we will ping to PC-A. Here we can see we are getting the replay. Now we will come to part 3, troubleshoot static routes in an IPv6 network. Here we can see an IPv6 addressing table. Coming to step 1, troubleshoot the HQ router. The HQ router is the link between the ISP router and the branch router. The ISP router represents the outside network, while the branch router represents the corporate network. The HQ router is configured with the static routes to both the ISP and the branch networks. Coming to A, display the status of the interfaces on HQ. Enter show IPv6 interface brief. Record and resolve any issues as necessary. Coming to the router HQ, password is Cisco, enable password is class, show IPv6 interface brief, and here we can see the details. Here we can see G0/1 and here we can see IPv6 address 2001:db8:acad:1. It's correct. Coming to the next interface, serial 0/0/0. Here we can see IPv6 address 2001:db8:acad:. Sure, configured incorrectly, but we have to check the other side. I mean, here we can see the serial 0/0/0 on HQ is connected to serial 0/0/0 on ISP. So here we can see that should be in the same network, but in this addressing table they given incorrectly. So we will check our HQ again. Here we can see that it's a 2001:db8:acad:20:2. Here it's 1. So anyway, here this IPv6 address is correct. So we have to change this double colon this side, right? And coming to serial 0/0/1, here we can see IPv6 address 2001:db8:acad:2:1, but here it is 3. So here this IPv6 address for this interface serial 0/0/1 is configured incorrectly. Coming to the configuration, configure terminal, we have to go to that interface serial 0/0/1. Now IPv6 address, and here we are going to give the correct address, IPv6 address. Here is that, and here we can see prefix length is a /64. Show IPv6 interface brief, and now here we can see it's correct. Coming to B, ping from the HQ router to the branch router. Here is the IPv6 address. We will copy that. Where the ping successful, we have to check that. Coming to HQ, here we are going to give the command ping to the branch server. Here we can see success rate is 100%. So where the ping successful, yes. Coming to C, ping from the HQ router to the ISP router. Here is the IPv6 address. Where the ping successful, we have to check that from HQ to ISP. Ping to ISP, here is the IPv6 address. We are waiting for the output. Here we can see success rate is 0%. It's failed. Were the ping successful? No. Coming to D, ping from PC-A to the default gateway. Were the ping successful? We will check that. Coming to PC-A, command prompt. So we have to get the default gateway. Here we are going to give IPv6 config, and here we can see default gateway. We will copy this address and we will ping to the default gateway. Here we can see we are getting the replay. So were the ping successful? Yes. Now ping from PC-A to web server. Where the ping successful, we have to check that. We will get the IPv6 address of web server. Here is that. Coming to PC-A, command prompt. Ping to our web server, and we are waiting for the replay. Request timed out. No, we are not getting the replay. So were the ping successful? No. Coming to F, ping from PC-A to PC-C. Were the ping successful? We will get the IPv6 address of PC-C. Here is that. Coming to PC-A, command prompt. ping to PC-C, and we are waiting for the replay. Request timed out. No, we are not getting the replay. Were the ping successful? No. Coming to G, display the routing table by issuing a show IPv6 route command. What non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table? Coming to the router HQ, show IPv6 route, and here we can see those static routes. So it's more visible now. Coming to H, based on the results of the pings, routing table output and static routes in the running configuration, what can you conclude about network connectivity? So we have to check this next hop address what we configured. Coming to I, what commands, if any, need to be entered to resolve routing issues? Record the commands. So here we can use show running config command, and we will verify that. Show running config, and here we can see the static route for this IPv6. By verifying this result, here we can see IPv6 route. Here they specify the network address. So this is this network which is connected to G0/1 on this router branch. We can verify from this PC. Here we can see IPv6 address 2001:TB8:AC80:1:/64. Then here they given the next hop address, so we have to verify that. So from this router, the next hop address for this network which is connected to this interface G0/1 on this router branch will be the IPv6 address of this interface serial 0/0/0 on the router branch. We have to verify that IPv6 address. Coming to our addressing table, branch serial 0/0/0, here we can see that. (2001:TB8:AC80:2:2). It's correct. Now we will verify the next static route. Here we can see that IPv6 2001:TB8:AC80:30:64. So coming to this is this network. Coming to our web server, and here we can verify IPv6 address 2001:TB8:AC80:30:64. So here the specified network address is correct. Now we have to verify the next hop address. Coming to our topology from this router, the next hop address for this non-directly connected network will be the IPv6 address of this interface serial 0/0/0 on this router ISP. So we have to check the IPv6 address of this interface. Coming to our addressing table, ISP serial 0/0/0, we will check that, and here is the next hop address specified 2001:DB8:AC80:1, but here we can see AC80:20:1. Here we can see the next hop address is configured incorrectly. Now we will configure it correctly. We will remove this static route by giving this no command and then this line. Now we are going to correct it. We'll remove this no. Also, we are going to correct the next hop address. Here is that. We will copy this IPv6 address. Right. Copy running config, startup config. Coming to J, repeat any of the steps from B to F to verify whether the problems have been resolved. Record your observations and possible next steps in troubleshooting connectivity. Alright. We will ping from HQ router to the ISP router. Here is the IPv6 address. Coming to HQ. Here we are going to ping to that router. We are waiting for the reply. Here we can see success rate is 0%. So were the ping successful? No. And ping from PC-A to web server. Were the ping successful? We will try that once more. From PC-A to web server, you will get the IPv6 address of web server. Coming to PC-A, ping to the web server. Request timed out. No, it's not. So here from PC-A to web server, were the ping successful? No. Now we will ping from PC-A to PC-C. Here is IPv6 address of PC-C. Coming to PC-A. Ping to PC-C. Here is IPv6 address. Request timed out. No, it's not successful. So were the ping successful? No. So we have to verify and troubleshoot other routers, that is ISP and branch, to get this ping successful. Now we will come to step 2, troubleshoot the ISP router. On the ISP router, one static route is configured to reach all the networks on HQ and branch routers. So that we have to keep in mind, only one static route is configured to reach these HQ as well as these branch networks. So display the status of the interfaces on ISP. Enter show IPv6 interface brief. Record and resolve any issues as necessary. Coming to the router ISP, CLI, show IPv6 interface brief, and we have to verify this IPv6 address. Coming to our addressing table, ISP G0/0. Here we can see that interface. (2001:db8:acad:30:1). It's correct. And here we can see the interface serial 0/0/0. Here is that 2001:db8:. Oh, here we can see they given a double colon, but according to our addressing table, we have here :ACAD:20:1. So here we can see this IPv6 address on this interface serial 0/0/0 on this router ISP configured incorrectly. So we have to correct this. We will do that. Configure terminal, we have to go to that interface serial 0/0/0, and here we are going to give no IPv6 address, and we are going to set the correct IPv6 address. as per our addressing table. Here we can see that we will copy this address. Then here we can see prefix length is /64. /64. Copy running config, startup config, and we will verify that. Show IPv6 interface brief. And here we can see the IPv6 address of this serial 0/0/0. Now it's correct. Now coming to B, ping from the ISP router to the HQ router. Here is the IPv6 address. We will copy that. Coming to the ISP router, ping to HQ router. Here we can see success rate is 100%. It's successful. So where the ping successful? Yes. Coming to C, ping from web server to the default gateway. Where the ping successful? So coming to our web server, desktop command prompt. Here we are going to give IPv6 config, and here we can see the default gateway. We will copy this address, ping to the default gateway. Here we can see we are getting the replay. So were the ping successful? Yes. Coming to D, ping from web server to PC-A. We will get the IPv6 address of PC-A. Here is that. Coming to web server, command prompt, ping to PC-A. Here we can see we are getting the replay. Coming to E, ping from web server to PC-C. Where the ping successful? We will get the IPv6 address of PC-C. Coming to web server, command prompt, ping to PC-C. Request timed out. No, here we are not getting the replay. So from web server to PCC, it's not successful. No. Previous one from web server to PC-A, it was successful. Yes. Coming to F, display the routing table. What non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table? So in the beginning itself, they mentioned on the ISP router, one static route is configured to reach all the networks on HQ as well as this branch network. Coming to our router ISP, show IPv6 route, and here we can see the command static route configured. Here it is. Coming to G, based on the results of the pings routing table output and static routes in the running configuration, what can you conclude about network connectivity? So here we have to check this static route what they configured on this router ISP. Now we will see the summarization of this IPv6. We can see in this router ISP, the non-directly connected networks for this ISPs are, here we can see this network which is connected to G0/1 on the router HQ. Also we can see this network which is we can see this PCC which is connected to G0/1 on the router branch. Also we can see this network between HQ and branch. Here we can see the IPv6 network address of this router ISP, I mean non-directly connected networks. So we can verify this. This first network is of this network. We can verify with this PC-A. Here we can see that 2001 colon db8 colon acad double colon 3. Here we can see this prefix given is 64. Here we can see only 1, 2, 3 hextet. So the fourth hextet we add a 0. Here we can see that. Also we can see the next network address here. That is this network coming to PC-C. We can verify that. 2001 colon db8 colon acad colon 1. Here we can see that. Then we have this network address, that is between HQ and branch. We can verify with our addressing table. We can see the IPv6 address of serial 0/0/0 on branch. Here we can see that 2001 colon db8 colon acad colon 2. Here we have done the summarization. The common hextet we return as it is without converting to binary. db8 acad, these are all common. But coming to the last, the fourth hextet, we can see 0, 1 and 2 we return as binary with 16 bits. So here we can see that. Here we can see the conversion, same hextet written as it is 2001 colon db8 colon acad. Then here we can see here till 14 bits on all these addresses are same. So we return as it is here. Then here we can see the 15th and 16th bit. Here we can see they are different. Here 1 and 0. Here also we can see 0 and 1. So these two bits we put zeros. Here we converted this IPv6 address 2001 colon db8 colon acad colon, then we can see it's everything 0. So it's 0. And here we got /62. Here we can see this is a 16-bit. The second hextet is also 16-bit. Then the third hextet is also 16-bit. That means 16 plus 16 plus 16 we get 48. Then here we can see a total 14 bits are the same. So 48 plus 14 we get 62. So this is the summarized IPv6 address. Coming to it, what commands, if any, need to be entered to resolve routing issues? Record the commands. So here we are going to give the command on this router ISP show running config Cisco enable password is class show running config, and we are going to verify this static route entered here. We can see that here IPv6 route 2001 colon db8 colon acad double colon /62. So here we can see the summarized route what we got. Here we want to compare our result and the network what they given here. Here we can see 2001 colon db8 colon acad, then they given this double colon, but here we have 0, and we know that we can shorten this address 2001 colon db8 colon acad. So whenever 0 comes, instead we can put a double colon and we can remove those zeros. Then comes /62. So now if we compare, both are same, so it's correct. Now we have to check the next hop address what they given here. Coming to our topology for this router ISP, for the other non-directly connected networks, the next hop address will be the IPv6 address of this interface serial 0/0/0 on this router HQ. So we will verify the IPv6 address of that interface. Cisco, to give the correct password, enable class show IPv6 interface brief, and here we can see the IPv6 address of serial 0/0/0. We can compare these two. 2001 colon db8 colon ac80 colon 20 double colon 2. It's correct. Coming to I, repeat any of the steps from B to E to verify whether the problems have been resolved. Record your observations and possible next steps in troubleshooting connectivity. So we have one more router named branch. Then we will verify this router and we will check the connectivity. Coming to step 3, troubleshoot the branch router. For the branch routers, there is a default route to the HQ router. This default route allows the branch network to the ISP router and web server. Coming to A, display the status of the interfaces on branch. Enter show IPv6 interface brief. Record and resolve any issues as necessary. Coming to the router branch, CLI. Password Cisco, enable password class, show IPv6 interface brief. Also we will come to our addressing table. Here is that. Here we can see the router branch, the interface G0/1, and here we can see IPv6 address. We will verify that. 2001 colon db8 colon ac80 colon 1 double colon 1. It's correct. Also we can see the interface CDL0/0/0. Here is the IPv6 address, and here we can see the address 2001 colon db8 colon ac80 colon 2 double colon 2. So everything is correct here. Now coming to B, ping from the branch router to the HQ router using this IPv6 address. We will copy this address. Coming to branch, ping to HQ. Here we can see success rate is 100%. It's successful. So were the ping successful? Yes. Coming to C, ping from the branch router to the ISP router. Here is the IPv6 address. We will copy that. Were the ping successful? We have to check that. Here is the IPv6 address, and we are waiting for the reply. Here we can see success rate is 0%. It's failed. So were the ping successful? No. Coming to D, ping from PC-C to the default gateway. Were the ping successful? We will check that. Coming to PC-C, command prompt. And here we will give IPv6 config, and we will copy default gateway address, and we will ping to this default gateway. Here we can see we are getting the replay. Were the ping successful? Yes. Now coming to E, ping from PC-C to PC-A. Were the ping successful? We will get the IPv6 address of PC-A. Here is that. Then coming to PC-C, command prompt, ping to PC-A. Here is the IPv6 address. Here we can see destination host unreachable. Here were the ping successful? No. Now we will ping from PC-C to web server. So we will get the IPv6 address of our web server. Coming to PC-C, command prompt, ping to our web server. Here is IPv6 address, and here also we can see destination host unreachable. Were the ping successful? No. Coming to G, display the routing table. What non-directly connected routes are shown in the routing table? Here in the beginning they mentioned for the branch routers there is a default route to the HQ router as well as to this ISP router. So coming to our branch, we will verify that. Show IPv6 route, and we will verify Here we cannot see a default root, so here we will give a show running config, but here we can see they configured this default root, so there might be sorry, an issue with this next to hop address what they configured. We have to verify that. Based on the results of the pings, routing table output and static routes in the running configuration, what can you conclude about network connectivity? Yes, as I told, here we have to cross check the next to hop address what they given for that default static route. What commands, if any, need to be entered to resolve routing issues? Record the commands. So here already we given that show running config command, and here we can see default static route command what they given. Coming to a topology here, for this router branch, the next hop address will be the IPv6 address of this interface, serial 0/0/1 on this router HQ. So we will check that. Class show IPv6 interface brief. So it's serial 0/0/1. Here we can see that. Here is the IPv6 address. We will match with our next hop address what they configured, 2001:db8:AC80:1, but here we can see it's AC80:2:1. So here what they configured is incorrect. This next hop address we have to configure it correctly. Coming to the configuration on the router branch, configure terminal. We will copy that default static route what they configured incorrectly. Here is that. We will remove that using the no command. Then that line, here is that. Now we are going to correct it. We have to remove this no here. Then we have to correct this next hop address. Here we can see it's 2001:db8:AC80:2. So here we have to give a :2, then :1. Copy running config, startup config. We will verify the configuration. Show running config. Here we can see now it's correct. Also we will give a show IPv6 route, and here we can see that default static route what we configured. Coming to J, repeat any of the steps from B to F to verify whether the problems have been resolved. Record your observations and possible next steps in troubleshooting connectivity. Here we can see ping from branch router to the HQ router already successful. Here we can see from branch to the ISP router is failed. So we will try that once more. Coming to branch. Ping to ISP. Here we can see now success rate is 100%. So now it's successful. Yes. So from PC-C to default gateway it's successful. Then ping from PC-C to PC-A. So it was failed. We will get the IPv6 address of PC-A. Here is that. Coming to PC-C. Ping to PC-A. Now we can see we are getting the replay. It's successful. Yes. And now we will ping from PC-C to our web server. Here is IPv6 address. Coming to PC-C. Ping to our web server. Here is IPv6 address. Here we can see we are getting the replay. It's successful. Yes. Well, that's all in this lab activity. That is troubleshooting IPv4 and IPv6 static routes. Friends, if you have any doubt in this lab activity, please comment below. Also, if you like my video, give a thumb and share to your friends. And don't forget to subscribe the channel so that you will get latest uploading video info directly into your Gmail. Thank you.